Hi and welcome to our in-depth analysis of Prataap Snacks Limited, a leading player in the Indian FMCG industry. Prataap Snacks stands as one of India's foremost and largest consumer goods companies. In this video, we will delve into Prataap Snacks product segments, revenue segments, shareholding, management, cost structure, financials and management outlook for the future. Let's get started on the stock analysis of Prataap Snacks. But before that, let me introduce ourselves. We are PA Wealth, an investment services group. We offer stocks PMS, mutual funds, alternative investment funds, insurance, and startup investments. Every week, we upload research videos on different companies, mutual funds, and financial topics. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest trends and insights by subscribing to our channel and clicking the bell icon to get notified about potential multi-bagger stocks. Let us provide a brief introduction to Prataap Snacks. It is an Indian snack food company engaged in manufacturing and marketing of multiple product variants like potato chips, extruded snacks and namkeen. Company is a market leader in rings, top 2 in extruded snacks, and also top 5 in Western Savoury Snacks. Let's take a look at the product segments of Prataap Snacks. First, extruded snacks. This include rings, wheels, scoops and others. Second, potato chips. This includes tomato, spicy, cream and onion and others. Third, namkeen. This include Punjabi tarka, gathia, aloo bhujia and others. At last, sweet snacks. This include cookie cake, cupcake, Swiss roll. Now, let's discuss the revenue segments of Prataap Snacks. The extruded snacks business is the largest segment of the company's revenue, accounting for 58% of the company's total revenue in the financial year 2023. This is followed by potato chips, which accounts for 23% of the total revenue. The namkeen segment accounts for 16% of the total revenue. The sweet snacks segment accounts for 3% of the total revenue. Now, let's take a look at the management of Prataap Snacks. Mr. Arvind Mehta is the chairman and executive director of the company. Being promoter, he has been associated with company since its incorporation. He holds a bachelor's degree in commerce from Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya. He has over 29 years of experience in real estate business along with over 13 years of experience in snack foods industry and over 13 years of experience in the financing business. Mr. Amit Kumat is the managing director and CEO. He is the leading force behind Prataap Snacks Limited and has run operations for the company since its inception in 2002. He has a master's degree in science from University of Southwestern Louisiana. He has over 21 years of experience in snack foods industry. Mr. Bharat Singh is a non-executive, nominee director on the board of directors of the company. He is an operating partner of Sequoia Capital in India. He is having over 22 years of experience in finance and business management. He currently serves as a member of the board of directors of various consumer, healthcare and technology companies. Let's take a look at the shareholding of Prataap Snacks. The promoters are the largest shareholders of Prataap Snacks with a holding of 69.8%. Foreign institutional investors hold 2.9% of the shares. Mutual funds hold 8.0% of the shares. The public holds 16.1% of the shares. Other institutions include several investors, such as banks and insurance companies. They hold 3.2% of the shares. Let's take a look at the cost structure of Prataap Snacks. Raw material expenses are the largest component of Prataap Snacks cost structure, accounting for 73% of the total costs in the financial year 2023. Employee cost accounts for 5% of total costs. Selling and administrative expenses account for 9% of total costs. Other manufacturing expenses account for 8% of total costs. Power and fuel costs account for 2% of total costs. Other expenses account for 1% of the total cost. Now, let's focus on the financials of Prataap Snacks. The table shows that the company's net sales have grown steadily over the past 10 years, from 446 crores in the financial year 2014 to 1653 in the financial year 2023 at a CAGR of 14.00%. The company's profit after tax has also grown steadily, from 5 crores in the financial year 2014 to 20 crores in the financial year 2023. At last, the company's return on equity has decreased from 3.10% in the financial year 2014 to 3.00% in the financial year 2023. Let's now turn to the management commentaries to get a better understanding of the company's performance. Indian snacks food industry has been growing steadily due to changing demographic and lifestyles, higher disposable incomes and consumer demand, greater workforce availability and evolving consumption pattern. Company is targeting to take its namkeen share to somewhere between 20% to 23% in the coming years. The company is targeting a revenue growth of approximately 15%, with having an EBITDA margin of greater than 10% and also maintaining a ROCE of 15 to 20%. Further, its J&K plant will be commercially operated by Jan. 24, while its Rajkot facility will be operational by the end of this financial year. After the commercialization of these plants, the revenue potential for the company will be about 2,600 crore rupees to 2,700 crore. That's all for today. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more research-based financial content and click the bell icon for potential multi-bagger stocks. In the comments below, let us know what topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. Thanks for watching.